Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl CheKesha Simms, and you are in the right place. This is Life with CheKesha Wine Down Wednesday edition. So if you want to see what today's wine is going to be, keep watching. So before we get into today's Wind Down Wednesday video, if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you do me a big favor and drop me a purple heart in the comments box. That way I know that you are new. And as well, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. And if you have already subscribed and hit the notification bell, do me a favor and reset it for me, just to make sure that you're not missing out on your notifications. All you need to do is just to click the notification bell off and then click it again to turn it back on, and you should be fine. So now let's get into today's video. All right, so this Wind Down Wednesday video is super special. And I feel like I've been saying super special a lot. But anyway, so if you don't know, I am a huge Sex and the City fan. And when the movies came out, I was so hyped, and I was just like, can we continue to get these movies coming back and back and back? But they had something under their hat. No pun intended. So they are releasing a spin-off of Sex and the City. It still has 3 out of the 4 main characters, and it has some new characters, and they got some brown girls in there, so you already know that I'm going to be ready for that. And so the spin-off is called And Just Like That. So to celebrate and to kind of connect with the release, I wanted to pick a wine that was near and dear to the star's heart, and that is a wine that has been created by Sarah Jessica Parker. Now, because I love Sex and the City, I was like, whether I love the wine or I don't, I gotta try this wine. So I found it in my local Total Wine, and it does come in the Sauvignon Blanc as well as the rosé. Now, they didn't have the rosé at my store, but I decided, since I haven't done any white wines, that I would do a white wine on today's video, and it's just in time for you to pick it up and try it yourself to see if you want to pair it with the premiere of the episode that's going to come on December the 9th, streaming on HBO. So let's go ahead and get into the wine and a little bit about the grape that she used and her winemakers that she connected with, of course, to make this wine. Now, of course, it's easy to go with what I like, but when I found out that she did a collaboration with Invivo wines, I was like, okay, I have to try it, because if I like it, this is going to be the wine that I drink when it premieres. So the wine that I picked up, this is a collaboration, like I stated, with Invivo and Sarah Jessica Parker. It is a Sauvignon Blanc. Now, I'm not a huge Sauvignon Blanc fan because it's not typically sweet at all. And when I say sweet, it's definitely it's not a Moscato. So if you only like that type of sweetness, then you probably won't like this. It's not quite a medium Riesling, but again, because Sarah Jessica Parker collabed with this company, I was like, okay, I gotta give it a try. Plus, I haven't done any white wines on my channel so far, so I figured might as well try something that I normally wouldn't go for, and also pick a white wine. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the tasting notes and all of that stuff. All right, so this wine, the vintage on here is 2019, so that basically means that's the year that this grape was picked, and the grape is a Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc is typically, well, not typically, always a green grape, thus the white coloring of the wine. So anyway, so It does say that this won a gold medal in the New Zealand International Wine Show. So that's impressive. And that is where the grape was harvested. It grew and it was harvested. So we're going to see what this wine tastes like. Again, pray for me. I'm doing this because I love Sarah Jessica Parker, and I'm hoping that this wine will be a win so I can sip on this while I watch the premiere of And Just Like That. So let's go ahead and open this and pour it in the glass, and then we'll go ahead and see how it tastes. This is a twist top, in which don't let the twist tops fool you when you're purchasing wine. I know a lot of people say, oh, twist tops means it's a cheap wine. No, it's just sometimes it's more cost effective for the wineries when they're making the wine to use twist tops, especially because sometimes the corks, depending on what type of cork you're going to use, it's a little more expensive. So why not take the money to make quality wine and just put a quick twist top on it? Okay, so let's go ahead and get to pouring. So let's get into it. So as I was pouring it, it smelled amazing. So you do the same thing. It doesn't matter whether it's a red or a white. So we're going to swirl. And now with the white wine, you can still do the halo or the technique on here. And again, it's hard to tell, but it does look like it could be an older grape from what I can see. But like I said, you probably can't tell because there's no white background. But we're going to check the legs on it, or the tiers of the wine, to see the alcohol content. And let's see. It's going down pretty slow. Let's see. 13%. I wanted to do the legs test before I actually check the actual percentage. So it is pretty high in alcohol content, still lower than 14, which is a good thing. Now typically with Sauvignon Blancs, they have a nice crisp taste to it, and well, per the tasting notes, and normally it'll have like peach and grassy, like earthy kind of smell. So let's see what we can smell in this. So we're gonna go ahead and sniff. I'm almost feeling like I smell green apples. Maybe a zest of a lime or lemon. I'm not smelling any peach notes, but we're gonna go ahead and sip. I'm scared, y'all. Okay, Sarah Jessica, I'm pleasantly surprised. Let me try one more time. Hold on. So on the sip, without doing any of the fancy gurgling and swishing and stuff like that, it does have a little more sweetness than what I was anticipating because of, you know, what I've read in previous experience. I will say it is, I'm not going to say real acidic, but it does have a tart to it. So it's definitely probably like some type of green apples and some lemons and things like that. That's what I'm getting. It does have a finish. I can definitely feel the alcohol traveling down my stomach. So I definitely can feel the alcohol. I definitely can feel that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my little fancy technique so I can see how it actually feels on the whole palette. Okay, so that definitely hits with the acidity level. Definitely more acidic than you would find in your sweeter wines, like your Moscatos and your sweeter or medium bodied Rieslings. But I can actually see myself drinking this while I'm watching, and just like that. I would definitely probably have food with it or a snack. Just because for me, anything that has like a little tartness to it or is a little more acidic, I need something to balance that out. So I would probably, for myself, snack wise, I would probably do something like a kettle corn, um, something that's not gonna be just as tart as the wine. Now, whether or not that's a true pairing or not, just for me, when I have something that's more tarty, not tardy, but tart, has a tartness to it. I have to have something sweet. It's kind of like, you know how we are women when it's that time. It's like you want sweet and you want salty. That's how I kind of do my wine. If the wine is a little drier, um, I have to have something sweet. If the wine is not as dry and a little sweeter, then I have to have something a little bit spicy with it. So that's how I balance out my pairings. I'm not going to say that's what the experts say, but that's what I say. But I would definitely say um, if you are into drier wines and if you are into wines that aren't sweet, this is definitely a win for you because it gives you the dryness of a Sauvignon Blanc with that little bit of acidity to it, but it also has a little sweet finish to it when you are drinking it. Well, not even the finish, like when it first hits your palate, when it first hits your tongue, you do taste a little bit of the sweetness of probably the peach. That's probably what I'm getting, and it's probably not an overly ripe peach, because you know you can get a peach that's a little bit tart as well. So that could be where that tartness is coming from. It could just be like a underripe peach and not really a green apple, but I like it. I like it. Now, would I buy this and keep it in my wine fridge as a go-to wine? Probably not, but I would get it to take to a party, or if I knew someone that likes this wine, I would definitely buy, well, not the wine, but if I know someone that likes that varietal of a Sauvignon Blanc, I would definitely gift this wine to someone because it is definitely delicious in its own right. And like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised. I was nervous. I was real nervous. I was pleasantly surprised, but it is worthy of this glass. I typically use this glass for wines that are worthy. And I kind of was like, okay, this is Sarah Jessica Parker. I gotta put it in this glass. I gotta put it in this glass. And it's worthy. It's worthy to be in the sparkly wine girl glass. So anyway, let me know what you're sipping on when you watch the premiere. I know a lot of people are doing cocktails and cosmos and tartinis and things like that. But I'm a wine girl, so I'm gonna go with this probably on the premiere. If I switch it up, I'll let you guys know. But in the comments, let me know what you're sipping on this Wine Down Wednesday. Let me know what you're going to be sipping on if you're going to watch the premiere of And Just Like That. And then also let me know if you try this, what you think. I would love to know what your feelings are on this Invivo collaboration with Sarah Jessica Parker. So I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can make sure that I get this video up in time so you all can go to the store and maybe taste it along with me while you watch this video. So if you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a big old thumbs up. And as well, like I said, drop me a comment below. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you will always be notified. So remember that wine is an experience in a glass. And until next time, loves, cheers.